You ever make a decision so stupid, you realize instantly you've messed up? Yeah, that was me last year when I thought it would be a great idea to buy an iPhone off of the dark web. I was a college student in New York, broke, living in a tiny apartment in Queens, working night shifts at a gas station just to afford rent. When my phone died on me, I couldn't justify dropping over $1,000 on a new one. A buddy of mine, Connor, was deep into sketchy online stuff, and he told me about this marketplace where people sold high-end electronics for cheap. I was desperate. That was my excuse. The listing was for an iPhone 14 Pro Max, only $300. Too good to be true, right? The seller had no reviews, just the name, Silent 99. No background, no details. Connor said it was common for new sellers to be anonymous, but something about the listing felt off. But anyways, I still went through with it. Paid in Bitcoin, no questions asked. 3 days later, a package arrived. No return address, just a plain brown box. When I unwrapped it, the phone looked brand new. No scratches, no cracks, just perfect. But when I turned it on, things got weird. First, there were already photos in the gallery, hundreds of them. They weren't stock images or promotional shots. They were real. Pictures of hallways, a dimly lit basement, a dirty mattress on the floor. Then I saw people, women, some of them tied up, some unconscious, some looking directly at the camera, eyes hollow, mouths gagged. My stomach dropped, my hands were shaking. I backed out of the gallery and checked the notes app. One single entry. Delete this, and you're next. I locked the phone and threw it on my desk, my heartbeat pounding in my ears. Every instinct screamed at me to get rid of it, but a darker thought crept in. What if these people were real? What if they were still alive? I grabbed my laptop and started searching. The wallpaper on the phone, an old brick wall covered in graffiti, looked familiar. I dug through Google Street View, comparing it to abandoned buildings in the area. Then I found it. An old factory, just 2 neighborhoods over. I didn't hesitate. I called the cops. The operator took me seriously, probably because I sounded like I was about to lose my freaking mind. Within an hour, my apartment was swarmed with police. They bagged the iPhone, asked me a million questions, then told me to stay put. I didn't sleep that night. Every noise outside made my skin crawl. I kept thinking, if the seller knew my home address, were they watching me? The next morning, I got a phone call. The factory was real. The photos were real. And unfortunately, so were the victims. The NYPD raided the location and found 2 missing women locked in a room, barely alive but breathing. The phone had been a trophy, a twisted collection from a trafficker documenting his crimes. The seller, Silent 99, a man named Marcus, already wanted in multiple states. They tracked him down the same night, trying to cross into Pennsylvania. When they caught him, he had another woman in his trunk. I testified in court. They gave him multiple life sentences, no parole, no chance of walking free. I got a new iPhone, this time from an actual store, and I never ever touched the dark web again. Some deals just aren't worth the cost.